Thank you very much, and I would also like to thank everybody who is watching us and interested in the perspective of Poland and how we look at the World Economic Forum. And its motto here, committed to improving the state of the world, is also the motto for Poland. Maybe we focus more on the European dimension, but we take it very seriously. And in this very context, we focus also on completing the single European market, and this is what I was discussing with many of my colleagues from Western and Eastern Europe. It might seem strange, but I truly believe that we can increase the competitiveness of the whole Europe, and through this we can contribute a lot to more positive world if we complete the single European market through real implementation of freedom to provide services. This is one of the 4 freedoms of from the Treaty of Rome, not yet completed, and this is one area where we try to find allies. Of course, in the world post-Brexit, it is going to be a little bit more difficult, but the countries like Norway, in the context of European Economic Zone area, but in Denmark and the Netherlands and other countries are going to support us in those efforts. Well, like the European Union for us is like 2 lungs. The Western Europe and Eastern Europe, and like in the post-war Europe, the Marshall Plan was in the interest of Europe, but in the interest of the US at the same time, because it has recreated Western Europe and helped it flourish and develop in the very right direction. And then the Western Europe became a very critical ally for the United States. In the very similar manner today, I believe that some support and opening of markets and lowering trade barriers and softening some protectionist measures would help to develop the robust Central and Eastern Europe, which will then in turn be a very good element supporting the development of competitiveness and the development of the European Union as such. We have also discussed lots of security-related issues, not only energy security, like related to the Baltic Pipe or Nord Stream 2, but also the security in general, the Russian invasion on Ukraine, the Minsk agreement, and many other security-related issues also in the context of the refugees, migrations. This is the area where we would like to play a positive role, and we present our very active position towards helping the poor people, those very poor people, migrants and refugees in situ, in the places where they are coming from to Europe. And also, like the responsibility of the elites, some people call this meeting in Davos a meeting of elites, is also tackling imbalances and inequalities in today's world. And the report by Oxfam, presented just before the World Economic Forum started, which is showing the proportions of the wealth created and where does it go. 82% of the newly created wealth goes to the pockets of 1% of the population in the world. And the question hanging in the air here, is this sustainable? Is it not? In my opinion, it is not. So we have to work on a new deal, on new social contract. Like in Europe and in some other places in the world, in the post-war era, there was a new social contract established. And today, with the new circumstances, new challenges around us in the context of the era of robotics, artificial intelligence, rapid technological changes, we need new proposition for millions, if not hundreds of millions, yes, hundreds of millions of people all over the world, but also there is significant part of the population across different countries in the European Union who are extremely anxious, uneasy about the changes around us. And our economic growth has to be strong, but has to be inclusive at the same time.